Welcome here to Chicago Sports Live. We have game two of this three-game set between the Chicago Cubs and the San Francisco Giants. The Cubs dropped game one of the series 5-2. Was up 2-1 after RBI singles for Matt Shaw and Carson Kelly in the fourth and fifth inning, but the Giants came back, rallied, and scored 4 runs the rest of the game, winning 5-2. And the big one that kind of ended the game was a 2-run home run from Matt Chapman, and the Cubs ended up dropping game one of this series. Let's take a look at some starting lineups before we get ready for first pitch. First for the Cubs, first through three hitters: Nico Hoerner, Kyle Tucker, and Seiya Suzuki. Warner's playing second, Tucker is playing right, and Seiya is DHing tonight. Justin Turner is hitting cleanup, playing first base. Carson Kelly hitting fifth, playing catcher. PCA hitting sixth, playing center field. Dansby Swanson hitting seventh, playing shortstop. Matt Shaw hitting eighth tonight, playing third base. And Willie Castro hitting ninth, playing left field. Colin Ray getting the ball for the Cubs tonight on the mound. For the Giants now, Elliot Ramos leading off, playing left field. Rafael Devers playing DH, hitting second. Willie Adames hitting third, playing shortstop. Dominic Smith, the first baseman, hitting cleanup. Matt Chapman hitting fifth, playing third. Casey Schmidt hitting sixth, playing second. Jung-Hoo Lee hitting seventh, playing center. Luis Matos hitting eighth, playing right field. And Andrew Knizner batting ninth, the catcher. And Casey Whisenhunt, it might be Carson Whisenhunt, I'm probably wrong. It is Carson Whisenhunt getting the ball for the Giants and just his fifth Major League career starts. We are almost set for first pitch here. Cubs and Giants in game two of this three-game set. We are ready. And we are set for first pitch here in San Francisco. Hope everyone's enjoying their evening. As Carson Whisenhunt, he's 24 years old. He's from North Carolina, drafted by the Giants in 2022. He went to East Carolina University and has about a 47% ground ball rate. So the Cubs did not hit the ball with a lot of hard contact in the game last night against Justin Verlander. Will have a chance tonight to redeem themselves and hopefully lift the ball against Carson Whisenhunt. So he throws his final warm-up pitch. We are about ready to start baseball tonight. Nico Hoerner, the first batter of the game, will step up to the plate. And we hope the Cubs can win tonight. As of right now, the Brewers are losing 2-1 against the Diamondbacks. As Chris Guccione is our home plate umpire tonight. Looks like they're ready. Whisenhunt is on the mound. And we are almost ready for first pitch. It's the Cubs looking to try and win game two of this three-game set and split and have a chance at winning the series tomorrow. First pitch of the game is a changeup and a swing and a miss from Hoerner. Nico on the season against lefties hitting .339. I'll take his first timeout. 11 extra base hits. Hitting .288 on the season. Whisenhunt gets the call. Here's the pitch. Fastball inside for ball 1-1 now on Nico Hoerner. Again, the Cubs coming in at 76 and 56 now. The 1-1. Line drive left center field. That's going to be over the leaping head of Adames and be a leadoff single for Nico Hoerner. The Cubs have a good start. So we have Kyle Tucker. That was a fastball up and out of the zone, and Nico just able to get his bat head out in front of it without breaking it. He just musters it up over Adames' head as here's Kyle Tucker being up next for the Cubs. Whisenhunt, first pitch. Fastball top of the zone, not to strike. The Cubs had 7 hits in the game last night and 2 runs. As Tucker comes in with 21 home runs on the season now, 69 RBIs. Hitting .262 in 126 games on the season. Whisenhunt will fire the 0-1. Outside corner, that's a strike. 0-2 now on Tucker. Giants scored first last night due to courtesy of a Wilmer Flores solo home run. As here is the 0-2 from Whisenhunt. Swing and a miss. Good changeup from Whisenhunt, and that's out number 1. First strikeout for Carson. So I'll bring up Seiya Suzuki. That was a really good changeup. Ended up about shin high and just a wave at it and a miss from Kyle. He'll throw that changeup around 34% of the time to lefties. He'll throw it more to righties. First pitch to Seiya Suzuki. Give me over slider right there for strike 1. Seiya continuing to struggle on the season in the second half. Is averaging on the 244 now. Like most of the Cubs had a really good first half. The 0-1. That's a strike. 0-2. 8 pitches on the game so far for Whisenhunt. Just want a lot of strikes. Trying to get Suzuki out on strikes here. Will come set. The 0-2. It's blocked by Kisner. It's 1-2. Whisenhunt 7 strikes on 9 pitches to start tonight's ballgame. Don't think I'll ever see anything what Cade Horton did a few games ago in Game 2 of that Angels series, firing 21 straight strikes to start the game. Here's the 1-2. A hair low to change up 2-2. Good eye from Seiya. Two balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, top of the first, just getting on the way here in Oracle Park in San Francisco. The 2-2. Up and away. 3 straight balls missing from Whisenhunt. It's a full count now on Seiya. It was a good battle at 1-2 pitch. That changeup missing about an inch low. And Seiya just laid off of it. 3-2. That misses inside. So after going down 0-2, he comes back and with 4 straight balls, and the Cubs have some business going here in the first, and I'll bring up Justin Turner. If you remember on last night's ballgame, the Cubs had runners on second and third in the first and third inning, did not score. They had runners on the corners in the fourth and scored. We had 1-1 at the time. And they ended up getting another run, 2-1. Was a score after a certain point. However, the Giants capitalized off of the Cubs' offense not hitting well and won. First pitch to Justin Turner is a changeup off the plate for ball 1. So that's 5 straight balls now from Whisenhunt. Whisenhunt. The Brewers are now down 3-1 against Arizona. Here's the 1-0. That's up 6 straight balls now from Whisenhunt. It's 2-0 on Turner. It'll be Kelly on deck. If you're a pitcher here, you want to try and locate a sinker, trying to get a bailout double play here. The 2-0. He does go with that sinker. It's on the outside corner for a strike. It's 2-1 now on Turner. Not really too thrilled about that call, but that was a good painted pitch. A hit and a walk in the inning for the Cubs to start the game. And the first 2 base runners. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 on Turner. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes now with 2-0. 2 on, 1 out. There's straight power. Got it past him. Whisenhunt will come set. Here's the 2-2. Just got a piece of it on the changeup and it's foul ball. Whisenhunt is being tasked with a A little bit of a sizable workload here in the first inning already, though. He's up to 17 pitches. You have a leadoff single and a walk. Here's a 2-2. Changeup low count's going to run full now on Turner. Whisenhunt in danger of walking back-to-back hitters. Potentially loading the bases for Carson Kelly. Turner steps into the box. Whisenhunt comes set. The 3-2. Up and away, ball four, back-to-back walks issued from Whisenhunt, and the Cubs have the bases loaded now for Carson Kelly with one out in the top of the first. This is a situation where you gotta get a few runs if you're the Cubs. For Kelly, you probably should take a couple pitches here, see if he even is able to find a strike zone. First pitch. Fastball missing inside for ball one. Already 20 pitches for Carson Whisenhunt in this game. Just issued 2 walks, has 1 strikeout. And a weak line drive single. The 1-0. Again missing inside. It's 2-0 now on Whisenhunt. Or on Kelly. Because might not even have to swing the bat if you're Kelly. Don't take a hack on anything. Let it come to you. Make him throw a strike. The 2-0. Fastball right there fell off from Kelly. It's 2-1 now. Cubs Cubs threatening Carson Whisenhunt. He's issued 2 walks in a single inning. No runs yet. Whisenhunt comes set. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Good changeup. 2-2 now on Kelly. He's gotten 2 strikes to Kelly, Suzuki, and Turner. Was unable to put him away. Walked Suzuki and Turner. We'll see what he does here to Kelly. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, top of the first. Just getting on the way here in game 2 of this 3-game set. The 2-2. Ground ball hit up the middle. Flip on the second to turn, and it's a double play. Cubs strand the bases loaded and don't score. Well, to the bottom of the first in Oracle Park. Scoreless in San Francisco. Could have seen that coming a mile away, man. Welcome back at Oracle Park in Game 2 of this three-game set between the Giants and Cubs. Colin Ray is on the mound, delivering his first pitch to Elliot Ramos, and it's a strike in the outside corner. Ray making his 23rd start this season. That's good for his second most on a team. He's induced 11 ground double plays. That's off the plate for ball one. Cubs stranded the bases loaded on a double play. Carson Wisenhunt got the perfect ground ball double play. Went 6-4-3. That's off the plate. 2-1 now on Ramos. And just like last night, Cubs failed to capitalize when there was a scoring position with less than 2 outs. Here's a 2-1 to Ramos. Ground ball hit towards second. Warner's going to grab it and fire the first in time for the first out of the inning. As Ray has 6 pitches that he will throw. And that the splitter and slider, along with his four-seamer, and the third most hit pitches he's thrown. So here's Rafi Devers out our third strike. Start off the at-bat on a fastball. It's 0-1 on Devers. The pitch. About to play with a change-up 1-1. Devers, DHing tonight, played first base last night. Had a pop-up single as he'll swing and hit this ball well towards right center field. This ball is going to go into the center field garden. And the Giants take an early 1-0 lead behind Rafi Devers' 26th home run of the season. And the Cubs are now down 1-0 a half inning after straining the bases loaded with 1 out. 106.1 miles per hour exit velo, projected distance of 410 feet. That looked like that was a splitter right down the middle, and it was a no-doubter. And the Cubs are now down 1-0 to start this game. So I'm bringing Willy Adames. First pitch from Ray. Ground ball rolled over towards third. Shaw's going to charge, make a tough play. Nice scoop from Turner. He's out. Good play from Matt Shaw and Justin Turner. It should be 2 outs now, loading up Dominic Smith. There's a rollover grounder, and Shaw backhands it, which was a pretty smart move and a nice scoop. And a nice play from Turner on the other end. It takes 2 to tango on that type of play. You need a good defensive play and a good throw from third baseman. It's usually always a short hop, and which always requires a good scoop from the first baseman. So here's the first pitch to Dominic Smith. That's a striking outside corner on a fastball. So Cubs down early in game 2 of this series. That's 3 home runs hit by the Giants in this series as well, as that's low for ball 1. Out of the 6 runs scored for San Francisco, 4 of the 6 have been via the long ball. Here's the 1-1. It's a hair low, it's 2-1. Boxed it up like it was a strike, but ruled it low. It's 2-1. Here's the pitch. That nicks the outside corner. It's 2-2 now on Smith. Dom will take his first time out. That pitch looked a touch off the plate, but both the last 2 pitches have been borderline. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the first in San Francisco. 1-0 Giants early. The 2-2 off to play with a splitter. It's full now. Ray gets the call from Kelly. He'll come set. The 3-2. Ground ball hit towards first. Grabbed by Turner. He'll step on the bag for the third out. But a solo home run from Rafi Devers went to the second here on Sky Sports Live. Giants on top, 1-0. Top of the second here in San Francisco. The Giants on top, 1-0, courtesy of a solo home run from Mr. Rafael Devers, the designated hitter tonight, hitting his 26th home run to dead center field. As Pete Armstrong will lead off against Whisenhunt, and the first pitch is a curve right there for strike one. So Whisenhunt was taxed in that first inning through 24 pitches, issued 2 walks, but stranded the bases loaded as that's off the plate. It's 1-1. Issued the bases loaded after back-to-back walks, and then got a ground out double play from Carson Kelly. Here's the 1-1. Pete pops us up towards the right side and fouls. 1-2 now. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. So here is the 1-2 from Whisenhunt. Line drive, right field. That's fair. Pete is going to hold at first. It hits the sidewall and right towards Matos. 101.6 mile per hour Exaville on that screaming single. So good job there, and the Cubs have their second hit of the game. Dansby Swanson. First pitch to Swanson. Line drive left field. That's going to fall in front of Ramos. We'll see what PCA does. He's going to stay at second. That's back-to-back line drive singles for the Cubs, and they're back in business once again. So they have 3 hits now in the game tonight. So that was a change-up. Swanson went down and got towards it, looped it over in front of Ramos, and PCA staying at second. Had the entire play in front of him, so he made a decision that he felt was right. Bring up Matt Shaw. Drove in 1 run last night. An RBI single. Base hit here should score PCA. First pitch from Whisenhunt. Fastball, that's a touch high for ball 1. Shaw drove an RBI number 34 last night, playing in his 99th game of the season, hitting .230 on the year. Here's the 1-0. Round ball roll over, but foul. It's 1-1. Shaw got his average back over .230 on the game last night. It's now at .230. 11 home runs for Shaw in the season. That'll be a good time for number 12 and taking a 3-1 lead. The 1-1. Nice changeup, swinging a miss 1-2 now on Shaw. But Castro on deck, a lefty who's a switch hitter, I believe. Here's the 1-2. Pop fly, that's going to get out of play. Whisenhunt's probably trying to look for a strikeout here and hope that he can get Castro to ground it into a double play. Would have loved to see Pete try and take third in this at bat against a righty. He holds the 1-2, fly ball center field, hit pretty well. Lee's going to camp under and make the catch for the second out. PCA is going to tag and move for the first out, and PCA is going to move to third. Swanson will hold. The Cubs have runners on the corners with 1 out. All right, Willie Castro, pretty good speed at the plate. Whisenhunt's going to be trying to look for that double play. See if the Cubs try and put on some sort of squeeze play, though. Castro can get the job done. So here is the pitch. Swing and a miss on a change of strike 1. No squeeze play shown there. You don't need to show it right away. It's 0-1 on Castro. Whisenhunt comes set. The 0-1. No movement. It's a ball low, 1-1 now on Castro. Decent speed at first, excellent speed on third, decent speed at the plate. It's going to be tough to turn 2 on anything hit softly. The 1-1. That's up and away, 2-1. Might also want to see Swanson take a stab at stealing second. Corners on deck. You really don't want to try and walk Castro to get to him. As a pop fly. Shallow left field. Ramos is going to come in. He's going to make the catch. Pete is going to hold at third. The throw was a little wild. That's going to allow Swanson to tag and move to second. And Ramos made a pretty poor play. That should be an error on Ramos. In my opinion, a throwing error. That one was well overthrown, and luckily Chapman was there. I feel like that should be an error. I don't know how they're going to score it. It was a first pitch strike to Horner. Horner singled on his first at bat. Cubs have runners on second and third with 2 outs now. The 0-1. Inside with a fastball 1-1. Wait to see if they rule out an error. There's been nothing shown on the graphics yet. 1-1. Change up low, 2-1 now on Horner. 2 balls, 1 strike, top of the second. You're in San Francisco. This Whisenhunt will stop off. And Andrew Knizner will come out to talk with him. By the way, Milwaukee, the Brewers the Diamondbacks took a 3-1 lead. It's now a 3-2 lead. They just completed the 8th inning there, so they're heading to the 9th in that game. Currently up 6.5 games on the Cubs right now. A loss for them, and they could win tonight for Chicago and move that back down to 5.5 game deficit. However, the Cubs need to score at least 2 runs to have a chance. Kyle Tucker on deck. 2 balls, 1 strike to Nico Horner, who's already singled in the game tonight. Who's on hunt comes set. The pitch. Fastball low. It's 3-1 now. Tucker struck out swinging in his first at bat. They might be trying to pitch on the corners, trying to get Horner to reach for something. So here's the 3-1. High fly ball, hit ball, left field. That ball's gonna go. Nico Horner, his 5th home run of the season, and a fastball right down the middle, and the Cubs take a 3-1 lead. Exactly what you want if you're the Cubs. 103.1 miles per hour on the exit velo. Projected distance of 397 feet, and the Cubs take a 3-run lead here in the top of the 2nd inning, getting their first home run of the series. And it comes from Nico Horner. Fastball right down the middle. He just tattooed it a no-doubter. The Cubs take the 3-1 lead. And we have Kyle Tucker, first pitch to him, slide to the knees. That's a strike, 0-1. Now you really wonder, should you have just walked Horner for the Giants and tried to bring up Tucker? With bases loaded, here's the 0-1. There's a check swing foul ball and 2 now on Tucker. A much-needed home run for the Cubs. It's 5 home runs for Horner in the season now. He's 2 for 2 in 2 innings. Here's the 0-2. This thing just stopped, apparently. It's 1-2 now on Tucker. Cubs will absolutely take that home run. The 1-2. That's at the knees, called strike 3. That was a perfect pitch. Tucker doesn't like it, but that was a strike. But a 3-run home run courtesy of Nico Horner has the Cubs on top. What's at the bottom of the 2nd? Cubs up 3-1 in San Francisco. Bottom of the 2nd here in San Francisco. The Cubs on top 3-1 courtesy of Nico Horner. 3-run home run as Matt Chapman will come in, the man who hit a 2-run home run last night. Made it a 3-2 Giants lead to a 5-2 Giants lead last night. Really put the Cubs away. So the first pitch from Ray is a fastball outside corner for a strike, 0-1. As Nico lights the lamp for his 5th home run of the season. The 0-1 is well off the plate, 1-1. Biggest thing is Wisenhunt, he's been really taxed in these first 2 innings. 3 hits, 3 runs, 4 hits. There was an error credited to Ramos on that overthrow in the top half of the inning. Did not affect any outcome in terms of the score. There's a strike, 2-2 now on Chapman. However, runners on the corners with 2 outs. Never know. Here's a 2-2 to Chapman. He'll swing and will line this one to left. That's going to be a base hit for Chapman. Got the end of the bat out on an off-speed pitch on the outside corner and just pulls it up the left side. Here's Colin Ray. Or, sorry, oh my gosh. Here's Casey Schmidt. Jeez. Colin Ray's the pitcher for the Cubs. First pitch to Schmidt at the knees. That's a strike on 1. Good pitch. So here is the 0-1 from Ray. Inside 1-1. The big thing here now for the Cubs is keeping this lead. Brewers are losing. They're in the 9th inning. So here is the 1-1. Line drive, right center field. Tucker's going to go after it, though, and make the catch for the first out. Chapman's going to return back to first. We have Jung-Hoo Lee. 1 out, bottom half of the 2nd inning. Cubs on tap 3-1, courtesy of a 3-run home run from Nico Hoerner. The Giants getting their run from a solo home run from Rafael Devers in the bottom of the 1st inning. Lee, the lefty, the center fielder for the Giants. And the first pitch. Yeah, right there for strike 1, 0-1. 7 home runs, 47 RBIs, 259 batting clip for Lee. In 125 games this season. Good to see him healthy. The 0-1. That's a curve at the knees and the strike 0-2 now on Hoo Lee. 0-2 count. Matt Chapman on first. Led off the inning with a single. The pitch. Reaches at it. Chops it over to first. Turner's only play is going to be at first for the 2nd out. Chapman will head to second. There's 2 outs now. We have Luis Matos. An extra base hit in the game last night. A double. It's the Cubs trying to keep this lead at 2. Decent amount of ground out so far, and weak contact from Ray induced besides the home run. The first pitch right there for strike 1. 7 home runs for Matos, 16 RBIs, and only 45 games on the season. This is his 46th game of the season. Ray comes set. That's a hair off the plate. 1-1 now on Matos. Seattle beating San Diego today, 4-3. That was a good win there. Eugenio Suarez, 3 RBIs on the game with a home run. Pretty good game there. Ray comes set to 1-1. Ramo hit towards third, but it's foul. It's 1-2 now. The Giants are on their last strike of the inning. Can Colin get out of this inning without any runs given up? We will find out that answer potentially on this pitch. Here's the 1-2. Good pitch. Check swing appeal to first. They say he did not go. That's a wicked off-speed pitch. Matos checked his swing. The replay. Looks clean. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 2nd, 1 on. Cubs on tap 3-1 in San Francisco. Game 2 of this 3-game set, trying to even up the series and force a rubber match tomorrow. Win their 5th game of this West Coast road trip. The 2-2. High, pop fly in the infield. Going down is Horner as well as Swanson. Swanson will call Horner off and make the catch for the 3rd out. Giants strand 1, don't score well to the 3rd in San Francisco. 3-1 Cubs. Welcome back here to the top of the 3rd in Oracle Park. A 3-run home run from Nico Horner in the top of the 3rd inning, or top of the 2nd inning, has been the scoring for the Cubs. So 3-1 over the Giants. Some big news today is the first pitch from Whisenhunt to Suzuki is a fastball to play for ball 1. Jameson Taillon is on the 15-day IL now due to a groin injury, a left groin injury. Suzuki fouls off the 1-0 fastball for strike 1. And the Cubs, in a corresponding move, called up Javier Assad. Will be starting in the game tomorrow afternoon against the Giants. Here's the 1-1. Curveball line right field. That's foul. It's 1-2 now on Suzuki. Sale walked in the first inning after going down in the count early, 2 strikes. So back-to-back walks issuance from Whisenhunt with 2 strikes to both Turner and Suzuki. Pop fly behind home plate. He's going to get out of play. Whisenhunt's thrown 51 pitches in this ball game now. He has yet to register an out in this 3rd inning. Cubs made Verlander work last night, but did not score more than 2 runs. Only scored 2 runs and unable to chase him out of the game early. Cubs trying to do that tonight to Whisenhunt. Suzuki, another fly ball, right side, playable for Matos. He will not get to it. It's a foul ball. A lot of foul territory down that 3rd base side. Not as much as the old Oakland Athletics ballpark had. There's overall a lot of open space in this entire ballpark on the field. Leaves for a lot of interesting plays for fast runners. Here is the 1-2. So it's 2-2 now. 106 splash shots on the season here in this ballpark. See if the Cubs can get a couple. Going out to left field, and that's it. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Suzuki goes out swinging for the strikeouts. But he was in Hunt's 3rd punch out of the game. Just walk 2, strike out 3. So Cubs on top, 3-1, top of the third. It's been a pretty good game so far for the Cubs offense. Drawing walks, getting hits. First pitch to Turner, pop fly right side out of play for strike one. So there's an 0-1 count on Turner. 1 out. Turner also walked in the bottom of the second, the 0-1. Swings through it, 0-2 now on Turner. Turner will call for time. 56 pitches for Carson Whisenhunt in this game now. As here is the 0-2 to Turner. Fly ball right field, asking me out of play. Still 0-2 and a nice little battle working now. The pitch. Turner waves at it, pops it up towards right field. Montes will camp under and make the catch for the second out. So 2 gone in the inning. That'll bring up Carson Kelly, grounded out with the bases loaded and into a double play in the top of the first inning. Kelly drove on a run last night, unable to drive in any runs tonight. Whisenhunt comes set and first pitch fires. Ground ball hit towards Adames. Grabs on one knee, fires the first, and a good scoop from Dominic Smith to preserve an error. Well, into the bottom of the third here in San Francisco. Cubs on top, 3-1 in Oracle Park. Bottom third here in San Francisco. The Cubs on top 3-0 over the San Francisco Giants. Andrew Knizner will lead it off. The Brewers do end up losing tonight's game to the Diamondbacks 3-2. So the Cubs, for the moment, are 6 games back right now. First pitch fastball misses on the way to Knizner. So depending on what the Cubs do tonight, if they do win, they'll move within 5.5 games back of Milwaukee. But you might as well just consider that 6 games back until the games played evens up. So it goes 2-0 now on Knizner. So we'll see what happens with this game. Still plenty of baseball left tonight. There's a strike to Knizner, 2-1. Of course, you'd love to get a few runs A few more runs if you're Chicago. Try and push. Whisenhunt out of this game early and make the Giants go to their bullpen early with another game tomorrow. It's 2-1 on Kisner. It's 3-1 now. That misses one away. An off-speed pitch. 9:32 local time in Chicago. 7:32 in San Francisco. 3-1. That misses high, ball 4. So Rea issues a walk. I'll give him his first walk issue of the game. Bring up Elliot Ramos is 0-for-1 tonight. Cubs already batted around in the top of the second inning. And Ramos, the 10th hitter on Rays, facing this game now. Here's the pitch. That's up and away, ball 1. Only 2 hits tonight for the Giants as Carson Kelly's going to come out to talk with Colin Rea. He's kind of missed a little bit tonight. In this inning, he's only thrown 1 strike so far in the inning. It's 1-0. So the Cubs trying to play some really good baseball. I know 3-1 on the West Coast trip so far is great. They can move to 4-1. I think said they are trying to get their 5th win of the season. Are up the West Coast trip. There's a swing and a miss from Ramos. It's 1-1 now. I lied. They're trying to aim for their 4th win on the West Coast road trip in their 5th game overall. So here is the 1-1. Ground ball hit off the mound. This is going to get through the infield, and hitting off the mound probably helps. Get a hard carry, and the Giants have something going with nobody out. Back-to-backs, or a walk and a single to start the inning. I don't bring up the man who's done the damage so far for the Giants. Rafi Devers, a solo home run. He hit a splitter changeup type pitch, something that stayed over the middle of the plate and absolutely tattooed it into the center field seats. Or not center field seats, to the center field. Garden. First pitch fast, missing out to play for ball 1. That was pitch number 39 for Colin Rea in this outing. Here's the 1-0. Devers tattoos this one to right field. It's curling. It's going to go foul. Hits off the seats and facade of the right field region. It's 1-1 now on Devers. That was another hittable pitch from Colin Rea. One on Devers. The pitch. High fly ball hit well towards right center field. It's going to go over Tucker's head. And the Cubs are going to catch a break. It's going to one-hop over the wall. Otherwise, the Giants probably would have tied up the game. Nonetheless, it is a double. And the Giants are 1 run back now. It's 3-2. 107.3 miles per hour in exit velocity. Another off-speed pitch, this time a curveball, absolutely tattooed to right center field. And like I said, the Cubs got to break there, 1 hopping over the wall. So I'm going to Willie Adames, who's 0-for-1 tonight. Here's the pitch. That's thrown away, ball 1. So leadoff walk, a single hit hard off the mound. So far, come back to bite Colin Rea to start this bottom of the 3rd. Here's the 1-0. Missing inside, it's 2-0 to Adames. Dominic Smith is on deck. Adames grounded out to Matt Shaw and made a heck of a play. The 2-0. High fly ball right field. Playable for Tucker. Makes the catch. Ramos is tagging the throw to the plate. It is offline. And the Giants have tied it up at 3 here in the bottom of the third. There's only one out, and Devers moves to third, and that'll bring it down like Smith. The Giants are trying to take the lead now in this inning. Matt Chapman on deck. If you're Colin Ray, you're looking for a strikeout or a pop-up. Chris Guccione asked for asking to wait for him for time. Ray comes set. No pitch to dismiss. Off to play for ball 1. It's already 6 runs. You're in this game tonight. A 1-0. Swing and a miss. Good changeup for Colin Ray. Cubs have their infielders playing in on the edge of the grass, wanting to try and cut down any potential play at the plates. Smith, his job is to get this one up and out of infield. He'll chop that one towards first foul. It's 1-2 now. But Ray, his only goal right now is to get a strikeout. A secondary win would be a pop out in the infield. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swanson will move back a bit now as Smith will ask for his 1 timeout. 1 and 2, 3-3 tie here in San Francisco now. A 1-2. Inside ball 2. Chance to try and take the lead here for the Giants after the Cubs went up 3-1. Here's the 2-2. Smith hits this one high towards center field. PCA is going to camp under. He's meant to catch. There's going to be another play at the plate. The throw is offline up the first base side. And the Giants have scored 3 in the inning and have taken the lead again. It's 4-3 San Francisco doing their job. And now we're going to Matt Chapman, who singled in his last at bat. So, that leadoff walk, that single, that ground rule double, back-to-back sac flies for San Francisco have themselves on top 4-3. Here's the pitch to Chapman. Swings and rolls this one over to third. Backhanded by Shaw. He'll fire 2-hop, 3-hop. The Turner. He'll grab it and tag Chapman for the third out. But 3 runs an inning for San Francisco. They take the lead. To the 4th we go. 4-3 Giants. Top of the fourth here in San Francisco. The Giants on tap 4-3 after a 3-spot in the bottom of the third to take the lead. First pitch to PCA from Whisenhunt is a curve over the middle for strike one. As the Cubs, it was a short-lived 2-run lead. They're now down 1. Like earlier in the ball game, as PCA pulled out one foul, it's 0-2 now. Inning started off with a leadoff walk for Andrew Knizner, a guy hitting in the 100s. And then a hard hit single off the mound from Elliot Ramos as PCA will roll this one over to short. Second, Schmidt will make the quick play to Smith for the first out of the inning. And Rafi Devers, who already had a home run, drives in Knizner on a ground rule double, being a 3-2 at the time. Here's Swanson. He's 1-for-1 with a single run scored. And a back-to-back sac flies for the Giants, getting those last 2 runs in, making it 4-3. So we're in the top of the fourth. First pitch, Swanson, give me over curve for a strike. That really proves that bases loaded 1-out situation the Cubs had in the top of the first to start the game could prove huge. Here's the 0-1. There's a hard hit line drive right to Schmidt for the second out. And that proves huge because even if the Cubs get 1 run, we're tied. It's not, we're now down 1 run. We have to get 2 runs to win this game. With Milwaukee losing, this game becomes even bigger. I mean, the game last night became big with Milwaukee winning. Now, with Milwaukee losing, the Cubs, this is really big to try and get back the 5.5 back. As Shaw will fly this one towards left field, and Ramos, Cam Sumner makes the catch. That's a quick 1-2-3 inning. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth in San Francisco, 4-3 Giants on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back at Oracle Park, bottom of the fourth in San Francisco. A 6-pitch inning for Carson Whisenhunt at the top of the fourth. And a 1-2-3 inning in 6 pitches. It's kind of preserved his pitch count a little bit as we're in the bottom of the fourth now. And after a long inning from Colin Ray, he's back to work. Leading it off is Casey Schmidt. First pitch fastball right there for strike one. Cubs trail 4-3. They're up 3-1 after a 3-run home run from Nico Hoerner, and that lead was short-lived. Schmidt fouls out that fastball middle. It's 0-2 now on him. Just hit the 1-hour mark here in San Francisco on this game. Victor 3 complete. Here is the 0-2 from Colin Ray, and that's off to play 1-2 now on Schmidt. Cubs in danger of not only losing the series, but falling back to 6.5 back after Milwaukee lost tonight. That's on the way 1-2 now. Reminder: the Cubs pretty much have to treat this as with a win, and it's 3-2 now. As Ray is really has not had the command he's won in this game, but it's been a pretty poor past few innings of command for Ray, but he gives Schmidt the swing and a miss for strike three. That's out number one. As for Colin Ray, that's his first strikeout of the game. A fastball painted outside corner. Schmidt swung and missed it. And when went out, that's going to be up Jung-Hoo Lee. Lee grounded out in his last at bat weakly towards Justin Turner. The pitch fell off of his foot for strike one. It hit off the lead foot of Jung-Hoo Lee. No balls, one strike, one out, bottom of the fourth. Cubs trail 4-3 in San Francisco. The pitch. Slider chopped foul. It's 0-2 now on Jung-Hoo Lee. So pitch number 59 for Colin Ray. It's 0-2. Here's the pitch. Line drive left center field. It's tailing, and it's over the head of Willie Castro. He misplayed that one, as Lee is going to have a double. As PCA's throw was really wild. Luckily, Shaw cut it off, but Castro definitely misplayed that out in left field. And the Giants have something going again. They're going to release Matos. 0-for-1 tonight. I'll give the Giants 5 hits in the game now. Another extra base hit. It's a 5th run on the board now for the Giants so they can get it. First pitch to Matos misses a hair off for ball one. An opportunity to try and get more runs here for the Giants. Matos popped out on his last at bat to Nico Horner. Ray comes set to 1-0. Pop fly, that's out of play. 1-on-1 now on Matos. What you really don't need right now is the Cubs getting out on 6 pitches anymore in this game. You want to make Whisenhunt work and try and get to that Giants bullpen, which has been pretty good this season, but you want to try and force some pressure. Here's the 1-1. Late swing and a miss from Matos. 1-2 now. Good pitch on a fastball from Colin Ray at 94. It's about an average fastball nowadays, but it maybe even below average, really, if you want to look at statistics. But 94 gets on you quickly after sweepers and sliders and changeups. As Matos in the hole, 1-2 now. Ray comes set. And the pitch. Matos pops it up right side. This one's going to get out of play. We'll do it over. It was an off-speed pitch. By the way, the Rangers are up 20-3 over the Angels. They're in the bottom of the 8th inning. But now, I feel like if you're Ray, try and pound him up and in with another fastball. Try and get him chasing. See if that actually happens. Here's the 1-2. He does. It's lined towards first. Turner's going to grab it. He's going to flip to Ray, who covers for the second out. So Matos moves the runner over with 2 outs. That's going to bring up Andrew Knizner, who walked in his first plate appearance. He did go fastball and miss on the inner half of the plate. Now just a good sequence of pitching from Colin Ray. Exactly what you wanted there. As here's Knizner. Again, he walked first pitch. Ground ball rolled over foul. He's a 100 type of hitter this season. His average does not hit for average. Doesn't play too much. He's a backup catcher here. This is where if you're calling, you just got to attack him. Try and get him to roll over on something. If he beats you, he beats you. You need to throw some strikes. The 0-1. Ground ball hit towards Horner. He's going to grab it. He's going to fire on the run, and that's on number 3. Giants strand a runner in scoring position. Don't score. Well to the 5th here in San Francisco. Giants on top 4-3. Top of the 5th here in San Francisco. The Giants on top 4-3 over the Cubs, courtesy of a 3 spot in the 3rd inning. After Nico Hoerner's 3-run home run at the top of the 2nd, Hoerner batting 2nd in this inning as Willie Castro leaded off 0-for-1 tonight. Cubs in danger if they do not win tonight. They're going to lose the series, and they're going to have to try and work. The first pitch to Castro is a change on outside corner for a strike. They're going to have to work to try and definitely take a game tomorrow. So it's 1-1 now to Castro. So 1-1 count on Willie Castro. The pitch, chopper behind the pitcher. Schmidt, nice play with 5 to first for the first out of the inning. 1 out honoring him, Nico Hoerner. He's 2 for 2 tonight, a single and a 3-run home run in back-to-back innings. A single in the first, a 3-run home run in the second. So he started off and 2 at-bats in 2 innings, and his 3rd at-bat is now in the 5th inning. There's a give me over curveball at the top of the zone for a strike. Whisenhunt had a 6-pitch, top of the 4th. Here is the 0-1. Warner fouls it off 0-2 now. Warner has 2 of the 4 hits for the Cubs tonight, and he's driven in all 3 runs via that home run. The 0-2, that hits Nico Hoerner's back foot, and that's going to be a hit by pitch. It's a painful one, but Hoerner has reached base all 3 times tonight. That was a straight fastball hitting the back shin of Nico. Looked like it hit the top of his foot, but his toes, but it hit the shin spot. Trainer and Craig are talking with him. You know, he wants to stay in this ball game, especially since he's been the offense for the Cubs tonight. And he's doing a little bit of a sprint. Now with the cool weather here, it's might stiffen up a little bit, but he says he's good. Kyle Tucker 0 for 2 tonight will step in. And this is a big couple of bats here for the Cubs. Tucker and Suzuki. And for Whisenhunt, you're trying to get Tucker to roll over into a double play. If you're Tucker, you got to look to try and go the other way in this at bat. Try and line one towards the left center field area. Get something going for this offense again. He'll go right field. He'll line it. This will drop in front of Matos for a base hit. So he doesn't have to go opposite field. He'll line a single to right. And the Cubs have runners on first and second now with 1 out and are back in business. They get a hanging curveball right down the middle. Got to do something with it, and Kyle did. Just lines it out towards right field. And the Cubs have the tie and run in scoring position and the go-ahead run on first base. Bring up Seiya Suzuki. 0 for 1 tonight. He has walked. Just struck out swinging. Here's the pitch. That's thrown away for ball 1. Cubs with the chance to try and get a big run or two in this inning. 1 ball, no strikes. Whisenhunt comes set. The pitch. Top of the zone. That's a strike to Seiya. It's 1-1 now. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 2 on. Top of the 5th. In game 2 of this 3-game set. Giants taking the first game of this series. 5-2 last night. Courtesy of a couple long balls. Here's the 1-1. Ooh, that looked like a good pitch, but it's a little ball. Definitely caught the zone. Guccione does not give it to Whisenhunt, though. The Cubs will take it. It's 2-1. The pitch. There's a changeup fouled out of play. It's 2-2 now in Suzuki. A couple pitchers warming up in the bullpen for the Giants. Peguero and Gage warming up in that bullpen. A lefty-righty action out there in the bullpen. 76 pitchers for Whisenhunt so far. The 2-2, that's the way it's full now. Justin Turner is on deck. And if you're Bob Melvin, you got to realize that Michael Busch is going to be available tonight. So if you go with a right-hander, you know Busch is coming into the game for Turner. Whisenhunt misses over for ball 4, second time Suzuki's walk, and the bases are once again going to be loaded as the pitching coach is going to come out to talk with Whisenhunt. This is a big at-bat. Turner does not run well at all, so you're definitely be trying to look for some sort of double play here if you're Whisenhunt. If you're Turner, you're just trying to get this one out to the outfield, and Warner has enough speed where he can score on a average or slightly shallow fly ball. For Whisenhunt, you're probably trying to fire pitches at or just above the kneecaps. You're not trying to avoid Turner elevating anything or getting a chance at crushing a middle fastball or sinker or hanging stuff. Gotta be trying to break one here. Your Turner try and launch one out to the seats. Be a big home run, a grand slam for Justin Turner if he's able to hit one here. All infielders are playing back. On comes set. The pitch to Turner. Line drive left field is foul. I would have scored 2. It's 0-1. There's a changeup. Part of the reason why Turner was early on it. Shota Imanaga and Logan Webb getting announced tomorrow. Probable starters. Here's the 0-1. Chopper foul, another changeup, 0-2 now on Turner. This might be Whisenhunt's last batter with Kelly on deck. Here's the 0-2. Fastball, emergency hack, fouls it off. Walk and a flyout tonight for Justin Turner. Another walk issue from Whisenhunt in this inning. He's issued 3 to 0-2. Ground ball off to go with Whisenhunt. Deflected Adames to Turn. It's a double play. Second time with 1 out. The Cubs are stranded, the bases loaded. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th, halfway home in San Francisco. Cubs trail 4-3. Bottom of the 5th here in San Francisco. The Cubs trail the Giants 4-3. The Cubs have ground into 2 bases loaded double plays as there's a ball into the field. Carson Kelly, as this ground ball, the deflection from Whisenhunt actually probably saved the Cubs or the Giants, because that ball was hit pretty hard. First pitch to Ramos is off the plate for ball 1. That ball was hit pretty hard and most likely would have gone through the infield if Whisenhunt didn't deflect it. And Adames had to make a difficult play as well as Ramos swings and a miss for strike 1. But Kelly and Turner have now grounded into inning double plays with the bases loaded. Almost 1 for 2 tonight, single and a run scored. Here's the 1-1. Fly ball right side, that's getting out of play. 1-2 now on Ramos. And Cubs did not hit well in scoring position last night. Cost them, and it's cost them twice tonight. Even just getting 1 run in both situations, Cubs would have 5 runs in this game instead of 3. So that messes up. It's 2-2 now, Ramos. Think about it. If Nico Hoerner died with that 3-run home run was with 2 outs, if he doesn't hit the home run, Cubs are down 4-0. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss. Good action from Colin Ray on an off-speed slider. It's out number 1. That is 2 strikeouts for Colin Ray tonight. A good pitch on a slider. Ramos was early on it. I'll bring up the man who's kind of torched the Cubs in this series. Rafi Devers 2 for 2 tonight, a home run and an RBI double. They're in 2 tonight and a fastball well inside, nearly hitting Devers for ball 1. Cubs trying to keep the deficit at 1. 1-0 to Devers. Fastball missing up. It's 2-0 now. Two balls, no strikes on Rafi Devers. Ray delivering his 74th pitch to 2-0. In on the hands, gets Devers to chase it. He fouls it back to the screen. It's 2-1 now. Looked like there's some sort of cutting action on that pitch. 2-1. That's inside. It's 3-1 now to Devers. It'll be Adames and potentially Smith after Devers if Devers reaches here. The 3-1. That's high, ball 4. Devers reaches on a walk. Colin Reyes issues his second walk of the game. I'll bring up Adames. 0 for 1 tonight. With a sac fly RBI to Tucker in his last at bat. Ended up tying the game at 3 at the time. There's a chance here for another RBI opportunity. The pitch. Looks like it had the inside corner, but Guccione called it a ball. Happened in the top of the fifth for Whisenhunt. A 1-0. Line drive left field. It's going to go foul, thank goodness, because that one might have gone all the way to the corner. It's 1-1 now on Adames. That was a changeup, it looked like, or splitter, some sort of change splitter action. And Colin Ray gets away with it. So for now. Whisenhunt now in line for the win after what looked like another difficult start for him. It's turned into a pretty okay start. So Adames fouls that fastball back to the screen. It's 1-2 now. Colin Ray, what looked like a pretty good start, has turned pretty sour and could continue to turn sour. As the Cubs find themselves 6 back of Milwaukee. As of right now, they're either going to gain a half game or go back to 6.5 back with a loss. There's another nice tight slider. Pop fly, fouls territory right side. Turner's going to camp under and make the catch for the second out. So Adames goes down weakly. And with 2 gone in, that's bring up Dominic Smith. 0 for 1 tonight. Has a sac fly. Dominic Smith. Here's the pitch. Rolls over that curveball foul. It's 0-1. On 1 count. Ray comes set. And the pitch to Smith. Hard a ground ball through the hole. That's going to be another hit. Devers is going to go to third. He's going to test PCA to throw. Is dropped by Shaw at third. Devers didn't even slide. That was the weirdest, slowest developing play. And Devers nearly gets thrown out. But he doesn't. I don't know what exactly happened. Looked like he was limping a little bit. And yeah, if Shaw does not drop that ball, he's out. Looked like Devers might have been limping. Actually, might have gotten in there safely. Runners on the corners now. Now we got Matt Chapman, who's 1 for 2 tonight. Tommy Hotovy having a conversation with Kelly and Ray right now on the mound. And Chapman did the damage last night, blowing it open to a 3-run lead. He has a chance to do it here tonight and making it a 4-run lead if he hits a home run. If you're Ray, you got to be very cautious where you locate these pitches. If you're Chapman, you're just trying to go towards right center field. Taylor Rogers, who pitched last night, he's up in the bullpen for the Cubs right now. Presumably for who leaves on in the hole. The pitch to Chapman, sinker at the knees, that's a strike. 83 pitches for Colin Reyes so far. Chapman singled tonight, trying to get potentially his 47th RBI of the season. The 0-1 flares out towards right field. Tucker's going to come in. He's not going to have a play, and it's going to land in fair territory. The Giants will add another one, and the throw hits Chapman's head. Ball's going to go back to the backside. The throw to the plate is not in time. In a wild sequence of events, the Giants have just scored 2 on the play. Unbelievable. It's now 6-3 Giants. Unbelievable, man. I don't think that's going to be an error. Here's Schmidt. He'll pop this one out of play. And it's a 2-spot inning so far for the Giants. See, that throw came back, hit Chapman on the top of the head, and then the ball got away. No time was obviously not called, and Chapman's now on second base, so if Schmidt gets a single here, it's potentially 7-3 as that's in the dirt for ball 1. Unbelievable, man. And this is what we're talking about now. Those bases loaded situations went out for the Cubs have not really hurt them. Here's the 1-1. Schmidt fouls it off, 1-2 now. Unsure if they're going to mark that an error on Tucker. I don't think that would be an error, in my opinion. Because if it didn't hit Chapman in the head, Turner was right there to cut it off. And again, for Tucker, I don't know, man. Here's the 1-2. Line drive left field. That's going to drop in front of Castro. Chapman's going to take the turn. He's going to come home and score. It is 7-3 Giants, and it's all gone wrong for the Cubs in this inning. It's another 3-spot for the Giants. It's been a nightmare inning for Colin Rea. Another off-speed pitch, actually pretty well located, but Schmidt, good piece of hitting, lines it to the left. And Craig Counsell's going to come out. That's going to be it for Colin Rea. We'll depart here on Shy Sports Live. Giants on top, 7-3. Welcome back here to San Francisco, bottom of the fifth. Cubs trail the Giants 7-3 now as Taylor Rogers will come in to pitch. The final line for Colin Rea: 4 2/3 innings pitched, 8 hits, 7 runs, 7 earned runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, 1 home run. First pitch from Rogers to Lee. He's actually going to pick off attempt at first. Schmidt is back in time. It has all gone wrong for the Cubs in this inning, as Kyle Tucker was charged with an error on that throw home. I was assuming as that misses up apparently to Faikuchion. It's 2-0 now, or 1-0 now on Jung-Hoo Lee. But yeah, this has been a wild inning. It's kind of summed up the Cubs' second half of the season. It's the 1-0. That's a strike. 1-1 now. So now the Cubs have 12 outs to work with offensively to score 5 runs. That would be to take the lead, and assuming the Giants don't score anymore, that's a strike. 1-2 now on Jung-Hoo Lee. Rogers came into the game last night for an inning. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Lee lost his helmet. Sound number 3, all that damage was done with 2 outs as well. One's at the top of the 6th in San Francisco for 7-3 Giants. Excuse me, guys. Welcome back here to the top of the 6th. Joel Peguero is now into the game for the Giants to pitch here in the top of the 6th inning, making his 3rd appearance of the season. From 3 2/3 innings pitched, is not giving up an earned run. A 6.3 walk and strikeout rate, and a 35% ground ball rate. So he puts the ball in play as Carson Kelly will lead off for the Cubs. 0 for 2 today. A bases loaded double play. Rounded at the end of the inning at the top of the 1st. Here's the first pitch. That's up for ball 1. Along with another ground out to Willy Adames in his last at bat. Here's the 1-0. Outside corner, that misses off the plate. 2-0. Kisner confused on that call. Did look like it caught the corner, but Guccione didn't give the call. 2-0 on Kelly to pitch. That's on 3 straight balls to start off the inning and at bat. Cubs have been able to get on base quite a few times with walks and hits, but have been unable to really capitalize besides the 3-run home run from Warner. That catches the inside corner for a strike, 3-1. Cubs trail by 4, top of the 6th in San Francisco. In danger of losing the series. A 3-1. Fly ball right field, tailing towards foul territory, and it's just out of the reach of Matos for a foul ball. Account's going to be full in the at bat. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Cubs could really use some of that magic like the Giants had in the bottom of the fifth. And some poor cutoff positioning from Justin Turner and a poor but accurate throw from Kyle Tucker. And there's another ground ball hit to Adames, so grab it to fire to first. 3 groundouts for Kelly tonight to Willy Adames. It's been a ground ball clinic for the Cubs offense tonight. Like, that's not what you want. Speed Armstrong will be up now. He's 1 for 2 tonight, a single and a ground out. Another thing that goes overlooked is Rafi Devers. The throw from Pete Armstrong was a good throw, and Shaw just dropped the ball when he tried tagging Devers, who pulled up as Pete Sable pulled on slider foul for strike 1. Devers pulled up instead of sliding. He was nearly gunned down by Pete. And it did not come back to bite him because Matt Shaw dropped the ball. Here's the 0-1. High fly ball, left field. Ramos will camp under it, and he will make the catch for the second out of the inning. So with 2 gone, that'll bring up Swanson, who's 1 for 2 tonight. There's a single and a line out. Just has not been the Cubs' night tonight. And without Nico Hoerner's home run, it could very well be a 7-1, 7-0 game right now. First pitch to Swanson, that's a strike on outside corner. Three spots tonight offensively, and that's low for ball 1. A 3 spot for the Cubs in the top of the second. A 3 spot for the Giants in the bottom of the third. And a 3 spot for the Giants in the bottom of the fifth. The Giants choose the 1-1. It's ground ball pulled foul, 1-2 now. Giants, just like game 1, took the early lead with a solo home run. Rafi Devers did it in the bottom of the first. Devers has been on all 3 times tonight for the Giants. Home run. Not sold away, ball 2. Home run, RBI ground rule double, and a walk. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 6th in San Francisco, game 2 of this 3-game set. 7-3 Giants. Figueroa comes set. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's out number 3. Cubs go down in order 1-2-3. 1 to the bottom of the 6th in San Francisco, 7-3 Giants. Bottom of the sixth here in San Francisco. The Giants on top, 7-3. Matos flies this one out towards left field. Castro will make the catch to start the inning. I thought that was going to be a home run off the bat. As Taylor Rogers is still in the game pitching for the Cubs. One pitch, one out to start off the bottom of the sixth. Giants on top 7-3. Giants have now scored 12 runs in this series to the Cubs 5. So here is Andrew Knizner. He'll call for time before the at-bat starts. As always, Cubs fans travel well, but this second half, they haven't really seen a lot of wins on the road, it seems like. Sleeping Angels was a good start to this West Coast road trip, but now they're in danger of falling back to 3-2 on this West Coast trip. And could be swept tomorrow. So who knows? Knizner steps back into the box. Here's the pitch. That's a strike. Sinker at the knees. 0-1 on Knizner. What's going in Chicago's favor right now is the Brewers did lose, so they cannot drop a game tonight. There's a nice backdoor curve and a strike to Knizner. The big thing though was the Cubs had a chance to gain a game on Milwaukee, but they're not. As of right now, they have 9 outs to work with. They're in danger of not gaining any games back. Here's the 0-2. Ground ball hit against a shift. That's going to be a base hit for Knizner, his first hit of the game. Second time he's reached base. He walked earlier. Now that is 9 hits for the Giants tonight, as that'll bring up Elliot Ramos. See if that's going to be it for Rogers, or if Craig's going to let him continue to pitch. He's only thrown 8 pitches. However, he got some righty power coming up after Devers. Going to keep him in. First pitch to Ramos. Nice curveball, swing and a miss from Ramos. 1 for 3 tonight. Single to run score. Average up to 265 on the season. Been pretty good out of the leadoff spot. Here's the 0-1. Back foot sliding nearly hits Ramos. No offer. 1-1 now. About to hit the 1 hour 45 mark of this ball game. Here's the 0-1. And now another back foot slider, and it actually hits Ramos this time. So Ramos on base for the second time tonight, and that's going to bring up Devers with another runner in scoring position. He's torched the Cubs all series. And a chance to do it again. 2 for 2 tonight. Reached base 3 times. All three at bats has a walk as well. If you're Rogers, you're just looking to try and get a ground ball. 1 on the pitch clock. I think he stepped off. I think time was called. And Kelly got up and wanted to do some signs. No count. Rogers comes set to pitch. Swing and a miss. Devers tried to make that 107 slash hits. It's a pretty hittable pitch to do it. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the 0-1. Fly ball hit well to left field. It's tailing. It is going to go. It's a 3-run home run. Rafi Devers does it again. It's 10-3 Giants. It's really blown open now. And that is 3 spots tonight for San Francisco. Sinker over the middle of the plate. Came back to bite him. And Devers goes Zappo Taco. He's driven in 5 RBIs tonight now. First row out there in left field. As Craig's going to lead Rogers in to face Adames. He misses up with a curveball. Well, that fifth inning 3 spot really hurt the Cubs. There's a foul ball, 1-1 now. And it's probably caught in those 2 double plays with 1 out with the bases loaded. It's all come back to bite the Cubs in the butt. Adames waves and misses on a fastball up and away. It's 1-2 now. The Cubs had a big chance to get back within 5.5 of Milwaukee. Just a 1-2. Adames hits this one hard towards Swanson. He's going to grab it. He'll fire the first in time for the second out. We have Dominic Smith. Jordan Wicks is getting loose in that Cubs bullpen. Probably would have been smart from Counsell to try and throw Wicks to Devers. But he didn't. He came back to bite him. First pitch to Smith, that's a strike. But if you're Rogers, you don't throw a sinker right down the middle pretty much. Smith 1 for 2 tonight, has a sac fly, he's singled, scored a run. That's well to plate him low for ball 1, 1-1 now. And for the Giants, it's 12 runs. That's up and in, swing and a miss, 1-2 now. It's 15 runs to 5 now in the series in favor of San Francisco. The 1-2, that's off to play 2-2 now. 2 home runs last night, 3 home runs tonight. It's 5 home runs total. 2 home runs tonight. That's 4 home runs total. There's a 2-2. Right there for strike 3. Smith goes down looking, but 3 more runs off of a 3-run shot from Rafi Devers is blowing it open. To the 7th we go, 10-3 Giants. Top of the seventh here in San Francisco. The Giants have really poured it on against the Cubs as the first pitch from Peguero misses up and in, hitting Shaw. But back-to-back three spots, and the third three spot of the game for the Giants have made it 10-3. As Rafael Devers 2 home runs in the game now. There's a strike to Shaw. Has 5 RBIs now on the game. It's a solo home run, a 3-run shot, and he also has an RBI ground rule double. There's a foul ball, and then it didn't matter, but if that didn't become a ground rule double, Devers most likely would have added on a 6th RBI of the game. 1-2 on Shaw right now. Peguero comes set to pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's out number 1. Peguero pitching pretty well. Has a second strikeout of the game. It's going to be Willie Castro. Just disappointment right now for Chicago. Outscored 15-5 in the series. Scored 2 last night. I've scored 3 tonight, and all 3 have come via 1 pitch. There's a strike over the middle of the plate to Castro. 3-run home run from Nico Hoerner, which made it 3-1 at the time. It's been 9 straight unanswered runs for San Francisco. There's a check swing. Guccione says Castro win on a pitch that went 55 feet. It's 0-2 now on Castro. A balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of the 7th. Peguero comes set to pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3 at 100, and that's out number 2. Back-to-back strikeouts for Peguero, his 3rd of the game. We have the man who's done the damage for Chicago tonight, Nico Hoerner, 2 for 2. 3 spaced all 3 at bats. Has a walk in this game as well. Sorry, he's been hit by a pitch. Sorry, my bad. He's singled, a 3-run home run, and a hit by a pitch tonight. Here's the 0-1. Sinker catches outside corner 0-2, and Peguero is really working now. Balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ball and a foul ball in the first at bat of the inning to Matt Shaw have cost Peguero a chance at the back of the inning. The 0-2, fly ball right side, that's out of play. Goes down to their final 7 outs of the ball game tonight. Here's the 0-2. On away 1-2 now on Hoerner. That was a 92 mile per hour slider. Man. Hoerner hits this one hard to center field. Going back is Jung-Hoo Lee on the track. He's going to make the catch for the 3rd out. Cubs go down in order 1-2-3. Stretch time in San Francisco. Giants on top 10-3. Welcome back here to the bottom of the fifth. The game summary tonight: 10-3 Giants leading the Cubs. Colin Ray went 4 2 innings, pitched 8 hits, 7 runs, 6 of those were earned, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Carson Wisden in line for the win, went 5 innings, pitched 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. Horner a single, a 3-run shot, and a hit by pitch from Rafi Devers has been the man for the Giants tonight. 3 for 3 as Jordan Wicks is going to be pitching now for the Cubs. 3 for 3, 2 home runs, a solo shot, and a 3-run shot, and an RBI ground rule double, and a walk. Here's Matt Chapman. He'll pop this one up on a play for strike 1. So 1-1 on Chapman. 6th appearance for Wicks. ERA up there right now at 8.68. 2% walk rate. 55% ground ball rate. Here's the 1-1. Chapman lines this one hard down the left field line. If it's fair, it's gone, and it is fair, and it is gone. It is now 11-3 Giants. 18th home run of the season for Chapman, 110.3 miles per hour on the exit velo, and it's just has been that kind of night for the Cubs. 16th home run of the year. Inner third, crushed by Chapman. And the only question was was it fair, and it was. Here's Casey Schmidt. He's 1 for 3. Swings through, changeup for strike 1. Schmidt's lined out, struck out, and singled in this game tonight. The 0-1. That's the only changeup 1-1. At this point, if you're the Cubs, you're just trying to get outs. Just a 1-1. Harder ground ball off of Wicks. Grabs it. No fire the first in time for the first out. Hopefully Wicks is okay. Unsure what that caught him. If it caught him on a body part or if it hit his glove. He doesn't look like he's limping right now. There's 1 out. He says he's okay. Not sure exactly where it caught him. Hoping to get a replay here in just a minute. Jung-Hoo Lee. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. First pitch, going in with a slider for ball 1. Leaf 1 for 3 today. Round out, double, and a strikeout. The 1-0. Line drive right to Swanson makes the catch for the 2nd out of the inning. So 2 gone, then we have Luis Matos, who's 0 for 3 tonight. A pop out, ground out, and a fly out. Giants, by the way, have 11 runs on 11 hits. They have not scored in only 2 innings tonight, a 2nd and a 4th. First pitch from Wicks all the way for ball 1. So at this point, you get a run or 2 in each of those bases, a double play opportunities. It still doesn't matter. Down 4. At that point, Matos hits this one well to center field. PCA going back in front of the track, though, is going to make the catch for the 3rd out. But another run for the Giants. Matt Chapman goes yard the 2nd time in the series. Today, then here we go, 11-3 Giants. Top of the 8th here in San Francisco. Giants on top, 11-3 over the Cubs. It's been a pretty abysmal game for the Cubs tonight. Pitching wise, defensively, and offensively too. Only the 3 runs they scored was a 3-run home run from Nico Hoerner. And at that time, it seemed like a while ago, made it 3-1. And it's been now 10 unanswered runs for the Giants. Owen Casey into the game for Kyle Tucker. First pitch from Beck, who's in pitching for the Giants, is a foul ball for strike 1. So for the Cubs, they're going to drop to 76-57, back to 19 games above 500, and the Giants will creep within 3 games of 500. Casey again rolls over a slider. This one foul. It's 0-2 now. Both teams have committed 1 error. However, the Cubs' error they committed, Kyle Tucker's error, cost them a couple runs. No balls, 2 strikes. Casey looks at a fastball up for ball 1. It's 1-2 now, and the pitch. Casey swings and a miss and a high slider. That's out number 1. Seems like the Cubs have struck out a lot. Well, when you look at it, the Cubs have struck out 7 times tonight, which they struck out 10 times last night. So Seiya Suzuki, 2 walks and a strikeout swinging tonight. For 1 overall. The pitch. Fly ball out of play for strike 1. No ball, 1 strike. The pitch. On to play with a slider, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Front door curveball. That's a strike 1-2 now on Suzuki. Cubs down to their final 5 outs tonight. A 1-2. Good sweeping action. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Beck. That's 2 outs in an inning now, and the Cubs are down to their final 4 outs tonight. We have Justin Turner. Obviously, we'd get Bush in at bat here, but doing a full day off, I guess, that's fine. Turner 0 for 2 tonight. To pitch from Beck. Sweeper missing high for ball 1. Beck's walked, or Turner's walked, flown out, and grounded out into a bases loaded double play. And bases loaded double play to end the inning. There's a swing and a miss and a sweeper rolling away for strike 1. Cubs came into this series after a sweep of the Angels. Similar records the Angels and the Giants have, but the Giants have a better team. They're in line for winning this series as Turner fouls them off and looking for a potential sweep tomorrow. And again, in terms of broadcasting for me, I will not have the game tomorrow. I will not have the game Friday. Will not have the game Saturday. Will not have the game Sunday. The next broadcast might not even be until the first game in an Atlanta Braves series. So the rest of this West Coast road trip is most likely done for me. Shion does not give the call to Beck. Even Turner was walking away like it was a strikeout. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 8th. Beck has struck out the first 2 Cubs hitters in his relief outing. The 2-2. It's again off the plate, full count now. Here is the 3-2 from Beck. Fouls it off. See if who the Cubs go with in the bottom of the 8th inning. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 8th. Cubs down to their final 4 outs tonight. The pitch. Line drive right to Adamesto for the 3rd out. Cubs get down in order 1, 2, 3 to the bottom of the 8th inning we go. 11-3 Giants, but we will go over some scores here in the half inning break. So the Cubs down to their final 3 outs. Gotta go over here. I'm gonna go to MLB.com, do my job properly, which I'm not doing. Look at some scores and let's go. In Sacramento, the Athletics have a chance to sweep the Tigers. They're up 5-0, top of the 8th there. The Yankees beating the Nationals 11-2. The Guardians beating the Rays 4-3 in extra innings in the 10th inning. The Braves, a little bit of issues down there, beating the Marlins 12-1. Ronald Acuna Jr. getting hit again, and Bryce Snicker got ejected in that game. Mariners beating the Padres 4-3. The Red Sox beat the Orioles 3-2. The Blue Jays again beating the Twins 9-8. The Mets shutting out the Phillies 6-0. White Sox getting destroyed from the Royals 12-1. The D-backs beating the Brewers, helping the Cubs not dropping any further back than what's going to be 6.5 games. The Pirates beat the Cardinals tonight. The Angels got dominated by the Rangers 20-3. The Astros beat the Rockets 4-0. And the Dodgers, for the first time this season, the Reds have been swept. Took them forever, almost to the month of September, but they finally get swept. The Dodgers beat them 5-1, and the Dodgers continue to gain ground on the Padres, now 2 up on them, and will move the Cubs ever so closer to having to face the Padres in the first round of the wild card series there. And for the Padres, they have 75 wins, so the Padres, they're trying to fight to make the Cubs have to play have to come to San Diego as Reese McGuire, a positional player, he throws 2 straight balls to Kisner to 2-0. Kisner tattoos this one to the left, but it's going to be caught by Castro for the first out. The Cubs officially waving a white flag, going with Reese McGuire, making his 2nd career pitching appearance. The last time he made a pitching appearance was in 2022 on August 23rd. It's been over 3 years since he's last had a pitching appearance. Here's Ramos, first pitch to him. He tattoos this one to left field as well. This ball is going to go. It's now 12-3 Giants. So you expect that at some point. Elliot Ramos, 16th home run of the season at a leadoff spot, and the Giants continue to pour it on. And assuming the Cubs don't make a miraculous comeback, the Giants would have scored in 7 of 8 innings batting. Here's Rafi Devers. There's a strike. Devers is homer twice tonight. There's a chance he could have a 3rd home run. McGuire going banana ball. There's back-to-back strikes, so it's 0-2 now. Oh, it's always fun to see position players pitching. Devers lines this one up the middle, and that's a 4-hit night for Devers. I don't know if the Giants are going to bat around, but Devers is a triple away from the cycle. There's Adames. A pitch. It's ball 1. Adames 0 for 3 tonight. That's inside. It's 2-0. That's up. It's 3-0 to Adames. At a blazing 42 miles an hour from McGuire to 3-0. That's a 4-pitch walk at a blazing 41 miles per hour. So here is Dominic Smith. He's 1 for 3 tonight. Kind of shocked that Bob Melvin, there's a strike. Bob Melvin isn't going with some bench bats. They didn't do it last night. I made more sense though because it was a 3-run game. Tonight it's a 9-run lead and potentially more. It's 2-1 now in Smith. 2-1. Smith tattoos this one to right. This ball is going to be caught by Casey on the wall on the track for the second out. The runners were pretty much expecting that to be a home run. They didn't tag, so with 2 outs, I got Chapman. It's not going to be Chapman. It's going to be Koss. Ball inside, so Chapman's night is done. 1-0. Ground ball hit towards short. Swanson will fire the second. That's out number 3. Another run added for the Giants. Elliot Ramos a home run. What's to the 9th? 12-3 Giants. Welcome back here to the top of the 9th. Cubs down to their final 3 outs here in Oracle Park in San Francisco. Carson Seymour on for the top of the 9th. First pitch to Carson Kelly is a called strike. Cubs down 12-3. They're going to be dropping to 19 games above 500 and officially losing the series to the Giants as that misses low for ball 1. Seymour making his 10th appearance of the season. For the Cubs, it was only 1 pitch has been the reason why they're not being shut out right now. That's ball 2 to Kelly. And for the Cubs, it just has not been a good game overall. Looking back at it, it's the 2-1 from Seymour is popped up right side. Dominic Smith is under it, makes the catch in foul territory for the first out of the inning. And the Cubs are down to their last 2 outs in tonight's ball game. Not going to be broadcasting the game tomorrow, but Shota Imanaga and Logan Webb are tomorrow's probable starters. Shota with a good start can get his ERA back under 3. Logan Webb also a heck of a pitcher for the Giants. Going to be a good one, hopefully. As Pete Armstrong is going to step up to the plate. And look at the first pitch fastball at the top of the zone for a strike. Comes down to their final 2 outs. And will officially lose their first series of the West Coast road trip. Isaiah lines this one out towards center field, hit pretty well, but Lee is under it in front of the track and makes the catch for this second out. And the Cubs are down to their final outs in tonight's ball game. It's going to be up to Michael Busch to try and end this game. Here's the pitch. Busch pops this one up out of play. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 from Seymour. Up and away for ball 1. 1-1 now. As always, we'll do a quick 30-second break and then come back for the post-game wrap-up after the game. That's in the dirt. 2-1 now. Cubs down to their final 2 strikes tonight. Giants on track to win number 65 on the season. Cubs on track to lose number 57 of the season. Here's the 2-1 from Seymour. That's in the dirt as well. 3-1 on Busch. So last time the Giants did not score in this game was in the bottom of the 4th. Here is the 3-1 to Busch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Cubs down to their final strike tonight. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 9th in San Francisco. Seymour gets the call. Here's the pitch. At the knees, and that was a strike, but Guccione says, let's play a little bit more baseball. He calls that a ball. So Busch will reach on a walk, and that'll bring up Matt Shaw, who's hitless tonight. He's flown out twice, and he struck out. His batting average is back down to under 230, down to 228. First pitch from Seymour, right down the middle, strike 1. Cubs only scored on the 2nd inning, have not scored since. In reality, they could be shut out tonight if Warner did not hit the home run. That's so they're 1-1 now on Shaw. Unless there's a run in this inning. Only 5 hits tonight for the Cubs. They've left 4 men on base. 1-1, that's off the plate, 2-1. All 4 of those base runners came in the bases loaded double plays innings. 2 balls on strike on Shaw. The pitch from Seymour. Hard hit ground ball. Nice scoop from Schmidt. He'll fire the first in time, and that'll do it for tonight's ball game. Cubs lose. We will depart for 30 seconds. Be back into this on Shy Sports Live. All right, welcome back to Shy Sports Live. The post-game wrap-up for tonight's ball game. Cubs lose against the Giants 12-3. They lose the series overall and are in danger of getting swept if they lose tomorrow afternoon's game. Let's go through the scoring plays to start. In the bottom of the first inning, Rafael Devers, a solo home run, gave the Giants a 1-0 lead that came after the Cubs stranded the bases loaded. And a bases loaded double play ground out from Carson Kelly. Top of the second, this is where it looked pretty good for the Cubs. It was a 3-run home run from Nico Hoerner, made it 3-1 at the time, but then it all kind of fell apart again. A 3 spot in the bottom of the third, a couple of walks issued, a walk and a single issued from Colin Ray, ground rule RBI double for Rafi Devers, made it 3-2 at the time, and then 2 sac flies after him, gave him a 3 spot, and inning took the lead 4-3. Sorry. The 5th inning, they added 3 more runs. Along with the 6th inning, they added 3 more runs. And in the 7th and 8th inning, they added 1 run each. For a total of 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors for Chicago, and 12 runs, 13 hits. 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for Chicago, and 12 runs, 13 hits, 1 error for the Giants. Now for some individual stats. First for the Cubs. Nico Hoerner, 2 for 3 tonight, a run, a 3 RBIs, a 3-run home run, drove in all the runs tonight for the Cubs. Kyle Tucker 1 for 3 tonight with 2 strikeouts. Owen Casey got a pinch hit appearance, he struck out. Seiya Suzuki went 0 for 2 today, walked twice, struck out twice. Justin Turner went 0 for 3 tonight with a walk. Carson Kelly went 0 for 4 tonight. PCA 1 for 4 tonight with a run. Ansby Swanson 1 for 3 tonight with a run and a strikeout. Michael Busch got some playing time on the field. He also walked. Matt Shaw went 0 for 4 with a strikeout, and Willie Castro went 0 for 3 with a strikeout for a total of 30 at-bats, 3 runs, 5 hits, 3 RBIs, 4 walks, 8 strikeouts. Nico Hoerner had a home run, total bases. Swanson and PCA had 1 each, along with Tucker, and then Nico Hoerner had 5. And a hit by pitch went to Nico Hoerner, and the Cubs left 4 men on base tonight. For the Giants, Elliot Ramos 2 for 4 tonight, 3 runs, an RBI, a home run, and a strikeout. Rafi Devers 4 for 4 tonight, 4 hits, 4 runs, 5 RBIs, 1 walk, reached base all 5 times tonight. Rafi Devers 0 for 3 tonight, an RBI and a walk. Dominic Smith 1 for 4 tonight, a run, an RBI, and a strikeout. Matt Chapman went 3 for 4 tonight, 2 runs, 3 RBIs, had a home run. Koss went 0 for 1 tonight. Casey Schmidt went 1 for 4 tonight with an RBI and a strikeout. Jung-Hoo Lee went 1 for 4 tonight with a strikeout. Luis Matos went 0 for 4 tonight, and Andrew Kisner went 1 for 3 tonight, 2 runs and a walk. For a total of 35 at-bats, 12 runs, 13 hits, 12 RBIs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. Devers and Jung-Hoo Lee had doubles. Home runs went to Ramos. Devers had 2. Matt Chapman. Total bases, Elliot Ramos had 5. Rafael Devers had 11. Dominic Smith and Casey Schmidt had 1 each. Jung-Hoo Lee had 2. And then Kisner had 1. Chapman had 6. Sacrifice flies, Willie Adames and Dominic Smith had 1 each. Hit by pitch, Elliot Ramos had 1. And the Giants left 5 men on base. For the pitching line, Colin Ray got the loss tonight for the Cubs, went 4 2/3 of an inning. He had 8 hits, 7 runs, 6 earned runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, 1 home run. Taylor Rogers went an inning and a third, 2 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 2 strikeouts, 1 home run. Jordan Wicks went in and gave up 1 hit, 1 run. That run was earned, and a home run. And Reese McGuire getting some positional pitching time. 1 inning, gave up 2 hits, 1 run. That run was earned, a walk, and a home run. So all 4 pitchers tonight for the Cubs gave up home runs for a total of 8 innings pitched, 13 hits, 12 runs, 11 earned runs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts, 4 home runs. For the Giants, Carson Whisenhunt looked a little bleak to start, but he pitched 5 innings. He had 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, a home run. He picks up the win. Joey Peguero went 2 innings, didn't give up anything, struck out 3. Beck went an inning, struck out 2. And then Carson Seymour finished out the game with an inning and a walk. For a total of 9 innings pitched, 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 4 walks, 8 strikeouts, 1 home run. And a final of 12-3. That'll do it for tonight's broadcast. Hope everyone enjoyed the broadcast, even with the poor score. Once again, we will not be broadcasting probably until next Monday. So that being said, the final score for tonight's ballgame, 12-3, Giants win and have a chance of sweeping the series tomorrow. That'll do it for tonight. Thank you for listening. Sean Shy Sports.